Stream of Horizon Zero Dawn. As I have said in my previous videos, this is a preparation video series for Forbidden West, which I will be covering. If you seconds, I am just maximizing people who can see my stream. That is some of your unfortunately, with how it's set up with Facebook, I can only share the video once I've actually gone live with it. So, in the last video, we did a lot of stuff. So, we liberated Venora from their isolation in the All-Mother. And now we are going to Gaia Prime, as we found out that our primary reason for being is to rebuild Gaia Prime after someone or something hacked the system and created multiple AIs from all of the subsystems. Excuse me. So now I've just got to remember how I get up. Oh, there we go. How I get up to Gaia Prime. There we go. Yep, there's more footholds up here. There we go.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Oh god. Fingers of steel. Oh, there we go.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Yep. This is where doing all the cauldrons comes in handy for this bit. Then I can hack them and send them off after each other. So, that one. Go, come on. Come on.
No room.
Never have too much crap. Sugar. Oh, that was a turkey thing. I don't want to trust the focus too much. No, my luck, it's not going to be able to show me everything. If you're in. Ooh, campfire. Oh, the campfire's directly ahead.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Yeah, definitely. Save here.
No space.
Quick save. Ooh, sugar. Oh, that might have been a bit of a mistake. Ow. Yeah, I've gone all the way back down to the bloody bottom.
Calm, calm. Now like a garden.
Fuck you.
Should have brought a cart.
Ooh, Red-Eye Watcher. Okay, so I think that little fuck up got rid of all the creatures in the valley. They'd be showing up of all. There are benefits brewing up every
Got one.
so often. The problem is it takes so much resource that I have to waste a bit of time getting it all back. I know, strategy would have saved all of that, but Dunko and everything. Did I remember this?
Absolutely. Guessing I'm almost there.
Correct.
Ow. Right. Yeah. Jeez.
got Gaia.
Oh, bloody hell. That was a bit of a tough fight. I need to recover some my consumable. So, I'll wait up, gather as much of the medicinal herbs as possible. Because fighting that thing bloody hurt.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
I'm at the top of the mountain, my dear.
Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before.
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Bit of a dick at times.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. There'll be enough time later for you to ransack this place.
Alright.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less Convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
No pressure.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Thank you very much. Aloy.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they incubate,
Mind your
hon.
footing.
She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Ooh.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
Oh yeah, this is a dark bit.
Guess that's my way across.
Oof. That was close.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Don't ask questions you
Glad
never
it's over.
know the answer.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Also. But Gravity had other ideas.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
It won't be.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's...
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And,
take care of each other, all right?
Liz,
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
The ultimate sacrifice.
that was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
See, there's one thing which I don't quite understand about these types of facilities. It's the same with sci-fi series as well. Why is a manual override always on the wrong side? So, start with this. The manual override and the repair to the gyros is on the outside, so if they repair it, the person who's out there is going to die. Why not just build it on the inside? Or build two, one on the outside, one on the inside, so that they can choose. Okay, rant over.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
Yep.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, he's growing.
She wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Arp.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling.
Open Setter Bob. Amazing how the power's still on in this place. After it's been destroyed.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Ew.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Dun dun dun.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease?
No, just your stupidity.
We can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
Ooh, hello, Silence.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated. Turned to dust. Scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Yeah. if memory serves, base has been infiltrated.
Sound good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding.
Ah, right.
You're here.
For a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more?
An aside.
I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
elsewhere, and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Alright, so let's see what I can get. Duplicated focus data silence.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Saddam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Oh, sugar. Technically still in the dungeon. Oh, dungeon. Gaia Prime. There we go. And travel. Super speed. But you were cold. So.
Sure as the sun's rising, he's recording that building.
Oh, wrong way. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, as the ancients would say. I've had enough.
brings you to Meridian?
A
The
threat.
apocalypse.
Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Alright, oh Blameless, where are you?
Quiet. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the City Guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
If. So.
Has the enemy reached the main gate?
So. Rest. So I want to go number 2.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
No, there's a big ass invasion coming. So in my original run, I managed to reveal the entire map to all of the Fornex. By the time I got to this point, I was I'd already done the Frozen Wilds. So long. Come on. There we go. I admire that ingenuity. Oof. I am exiting the settlement of Meridian. I've just discovered another campfire. And another settlement. Yeah, so that'll be where the final battle happens. Hello. You're blue. Up to shards.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. No more. Freeholds were warned.
You're talking about orders. I'm talking about lives.
How did you get so close to the sun can save lives? The Oseron Guard is using their shadows for their mistakes.
Hey, it's Teb.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy? When you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
Nope.
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
I'll wager Erend is behind Dervahl's extradition. Oseram stick together after all. Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day.
There we go. Bugger. Ended up in the latrine.
Definitely awake now.
But there's a rock. That'll be another rock. And you are medicinal. So I'll have to be doing this jaunt again once the fighting starts, but it just won't be as intact. I do know where I'm going. I'm just exploring as much as I can while doing it. Howdy, boys and lady.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Oh, such flirt.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
The end of the world.
Not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big.
Yeah.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Even if you don't, I think she'll still be proud. Still one more thing I need to do at the ridge. And I can go to bed. Not in real life, in the game. Right, so... It's that way.
I won't believe in this ceasefire until I see Helis. My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders are clear. No more. Freehold.
I'll find your family later.
Orders. I'm talking about lives.
That's what the orders are for. To save lives. Should be. And they're fighting machines are pleasing around here.
Oh, it's a crazy lady.
So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Thank you, Petra. I'll let you finish up.
Honest metalwork is hardly work at all. Look after yourself, Flame Hair.
Right. So, let's travel to bed. Oh, yeah, definitely gotta save thirst. Excuse me. I'm lost. Oh, there we go.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
And rest.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
Wait until you pass out.
How did you, Rost? After you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Uh-oh.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do what she says!
Yes, pay attention to her.
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
How the hell did he get into a tower?
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then. Keep firing, this bridge will go. Can't let him in close.
Meridian must run red.
Dangerous and close. Keep him away. Can't take much more of this. Keep him away. It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing. Will die on nothing.
Can't let him in close.
A savage cannot understand destiny.
Blocked again. He's quick.
Was set.
Blocked again.
Die beneath the sun.
Damn him.
There we go. Oh, that was hard.
I've chosen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Yes.
Turn your face to the sun.
You do not have time for this, Aloy.
Full already.
Yeah. Going to the front line.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Here it comes. Better move.
Alright.
Gotta get to another platform.
Oh yeah, that bastard.
Don't wanna be
I remember.
Felt that.
Oh shit! Not harm her, saved her life. Oh, come on. Hades could have ended it right there and won if you just told her to stamp, told that thing to stamp on her. I know I'm rooting for the wrong side.
Aloy! Aloy! By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
Oof. I think this is the lowest my medicinal herbs has been all game. Sorry, boys. You guys can keep the machines busy on this side. I'll swim across.
Probably needed a wash. It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Dude. But I think that's it now. Uh-oh.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Venora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, the
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this would
route up
be easy.
is severely smashed and bashed and crushed. Oh, actually. Quickly redo all my arrows. Hello, boys and lady.
It's Aloy. Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Excuse me. Some of the boys are down. Alright, so there's adders.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
How the fuck did you not see that on the way in?
Is that a Deathbringer?
Ow.
Stay on the move!
Execute.
Big one wants a piece of you, Aloy.
I can't back down now.
Come on, overheat. Oh, let's get in there, get in there. fuck, I forgot about that.
Out of the way! Never seen so many machines.
All of you, focus on the new machines!
Ah, fuck it. So much easier first time round.
Watch it, Aloy. More machines.
Don't let them overrun us!
Can't let Hades slow us down anymore.
Prioritize entity.
Corruption's going for you.
Okay.
We are life takers and machine breakers. Oh!
Time and activate the machine.
Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there.
Watch it, Aloy. More machines.
Don't let them
on us!
Prioritize entity.
One heading for you, Aloy.
Thanks for the warning! I'm getting knocked around here!
Fire on her, attack her!
Help me bring it down!
On it!
Somehow.
Put down the last corrupted.
We're running out of time.
Execute.
The Deathbringer had to win its fight.
Take more than you to stop me. That's it. My way's clear.
The Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Now that they're all uncovered, you should go around the world and dismantle them. You did fuck all. Oh, I love this ending. A great alliance. Look on his face.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even.
Everything that Aloy is.
To heal the world. Just a little bit.
They have robbed her.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
there we go. That is Horizon Zero Dawn. That was purely the story missions. None of the added extras. I did do 1 or 2 added extras like Olin's missions because it just felt that it completed his storyline within the game. So what I'll be doing after this is I'll be going through the Frozen Wilds and going through unlocking all the campfires. Well, maybe not all the campfires, but hunting down all of the side quests within the game. So I might do the side quests for the main game before I go up into the Frozen Wilds. So this has all been done in preparation for Forbidden West, which is released in, well, it's downloaded in 9 days, and I think it's downloaded in 9 days, and apps released for playthrough on the 18th. So I'm going to be going all out on that. With that one, I might do the same that I did with this one, which is stick solely to the main storyline. But then I might just try and flesh it out a bit by doing the side quests as I come across them, like I did when I first did a run through this. So even playing this through a second time, it has been extremely enjoyable. The graphics, the fact that you can see, it sounds strange, but it's the fact that you can see the pores in their face as well. But, I mean, there was a bit of an issue with the lips moving when they talked, but that's such a minor detail for the overall lore and world building of the entire game. The fact that I was reading an article on it, and they were saying that the fact that you learn about what happened to what is essentially our world at the same time as Aloy, there was no massive introduction which said, this is what happened to the world before. Now you have to save the world that came. It's just like, okay, Aloy appeared out of nowhere. She is an outcast. No one wants to be around her. She's been given to another outcast called Rost. Every time she tries to speak with someone, she either gets hit with a stone or just basically shunned. And then after that, all that is just like, you're just going through the story, you're seeing her growth. And one of the things which was missing from my playthrough this time was the part where she was, I believe, 6 years old, where she finds a focus and delves into the ruins and finds a focus, finds several bits of the lore which was only just touched upon in my run through, because you found out that quite a few of the scientists in that location had taken their own lives because of the impending devastation that was coming to them. And that all kind of just added to the flavour of the story, because it showed that people had no hope of surviving, but they still fought until the end. So I think for my next video on Horizon, I will be doing the cauldrons mainly. I think there's 4 or 5 cauldrons, of which we are currently going through them. And then I shall be going on to side quests, then the Frozen Wilds. So guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I wasn't initially planning to run right through until the end, but once I'd finished the Gaia Prime, it was just like, okay, the next part's the end of the boss battle, and that would have taken me about 40 minutes, which wouldn't have made a very good stream. So thank you very much for watching. I will be doing more on Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not going to do what they call platinuming it, because that's not my kind of thing. But I will be doing the side quests, building more of a story of the lore of the world that we've just explored. So until next time, I hope you have a good night, and